Hey everybody, welcome back to the tower. I hope you're having a great day. If you're new here, welcome. If you're, like I said, if you're not new, welcome back. All right, what I do here is I draw two cards from the Major Arcana deck to find out what your tower moment is going to be. Tower moments are not friendly, they're not nice. A lot of the times they are kind of messy because they're towers. And if you know anything about the tarot, the tower card is the energy of sudden destruction or change or a shakeup. Something has to burn to the ground for you to move on. I don't know what that is. We'll find out. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck for more information, and then we'll clarify this moment. All right. All these messages are timeless, and there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. All right. So with that out of the way, thanks for putting up with all that, my little intro, and we can get started. The world card on this side of the tower is basically the energy of something not being finished. Closure doesn't happen. What is on your mind? Something is bothering you. Something is not letting go. The past isn't letting go like it should, or you're not letting go of it. Could go either way. We just one card. And that leads to your tower moment. The tower moment leads to the Empress. Now the Empress card is one about attracting new ideas and a new way to look forward and a new way to look at things and like a, maybe moving on from something else or forgiveness or some kind of like energy of I'm attracting something new into my life. I'm building something. I have the energy to do this. So you go from the World card to the Empress card, which is a pretty good shift. Good in the right direction. The Fool and the High Priestess at the bottom of the tower. Now the Fool card is about new starts. And the High Priestess is about kind of like the, oh yeah, I should have listened to myself the whole time card. As the Keeper of Secrets, it's the inside intuition, it's the I knew this was going to happen card. So you knew you were going to start something new. I think you felt it way down, but you just didn't know how you were going to get there. You didn't know how you were going to move forward from whatever this world card is. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Let's find out what's going on in your world. Ten of Wands. Like I said, this is something you are holding on to. This is very heavy to you. This is something you can't let go of. I don't know why. I don't know what this is. But, okay, so the Four of Pentacles shows up too. This is something you have been holding on to for a very long time. Some kind of grievance, pain, suffering, mental suffering. I don't know. And the Ace of Swords, you're lying to yourself about it too. When people talk about it, you're like, it doesn't bother me, but it really does. And you spend a lot of your time thinking about this every day. Somebody betrayed you. Somebody stabbed you in the back. Somebody lied to you. Somebody did you bad, did you wrong, did you dirty, whatever you want to call it. And they left, they disappeared, or something on that order because you are holding on to this grievance, this grudge, this whatever it is. It's like a poison that you can't get rid of. It's infecting your whole world. It's the source of your depression. It's the source of your anger. It's the source of everything that it taints everything in the world. Like you look at something and it's like all the fun and joy has been sucked out of it because you keep going back to this event. And you're like, it doesn't matter anyway because this happened to me and I don't know how I can feel better or how I can feel good about it. Stuff. You've lost your spark of life. You've lost your ability to see the blue sky. Your skies are always gray. Whatever happened here, you've been carrying this for so long that it has turned a part of your energy toxic. And that's going to lead to your tower moment for sure. That makes sense. You're going to try to move on, but that leads to your tower moment. The ability to move on. You can't move on until you face whatever this is, until you put it away, until you drop the burden. And that's what's going to cause your tower moment. You probably have a little bit of a nervous breakdown. You're probably not going to eat. You're probably not going to sleep very much. You're trying to deal with this, but you just don't know how to do it. All right? No advice helps because nothing like this happened to anybody that you know. This is a very special problem that affects you. It's like somebody else can say like, "Oh, this kind of happened," and it's like, "No, that's nothing like what happened to me." It's it doesn't even relate. But they're trying. But every time they try, it hurts because you know they're trying, but it just doesn't help. But this tower moment is going to be you facing your burden here. And I think you're going to come to realize that what they did to you, what happened to you, wasn't your fault. You did everything right. You said the right things. You spent ungodly amounts of money probably. You were doing all the hopeful things and you were in a good spot, and you were doing all the right things, and sometimes we do all the right things and stuff turns out bad anyway, right? That's how this is working out. And I think you're going to realize that because that's why the high priestess is here. Deep down, you don't want to blame you want to keep blaming yourself, because then the person who did this to you is guilt-free, because somewhere deep down inside you see this person with a mask on. You see them as you knew them first. Does that make sense? Like oh, they something I did must have made them that way, or must have pushed them away, or did something to them that turned them into a nut job. You did it. That's where you're coming from here, but that's not the case. This person that hurt you, that did this to you, they were always like that. And I think you know that deep down, but accepting that is just very hard, because it's easier to say that you did something because that's how much you cared about this person or wanted to be around them, or whatever. It's like a one-sided thing here, and it didn't seem one-sided until it was. So it's not like you were just being a stalker weirdo. They were pulling you along, they were stringing you along, they were saying things, they were doing things, they knew what they were doing. So you thought everything was great. And you just kept thinking a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then everything will just snap into place like it's supposed to, that you dreamed about, that you thought it would be. And it didn't work. So, yeah, it was their fault the whole time. That's why you're being so hard on yourself, because you don't want to see this person as a monster. And they are. You want to see them as you remember them. You want to see them as the smiley, happy person that made your whole life light up whenever they walked into the same room as you. And that didn't exist. That was a lie. It's easier to blame ourselves in sometimes like this than the other person. And that's why a lot of people are so hard on themselves. That's why this Ten of Wands is here. But you're going to move on, and this Tower moment is going to absolutely show you that, yeah, it was them. They messed up. Yeah, Empress, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, King of Wands, no, Pentacles, sorry. I just looking at the Wand card, and then I saw, you get it. You know what happened. You were there, you saw it. Anyway, as the Empress is here, she attracts new ideas. You're going to be willing to open up about what happened more often. You're going to be able to talk about what really happened and how you felt about things. And you're going to start looking for information. And I think you're going to find that this person who you thought was perfect and wrecked your whole life has been doing this for a long time. You're going to do some research. You're going to do your own looking. And you're going to find out that this is a pattern. And as the King of Pentacles shows up here, you're going to get your life back in order. Because the Queen and the King of Pentacles are both here. And that's a big, huge sign of you need to take care of yourself. You need to eat. You need to drink. You need to sleep. You need to take care of yourself. Because this burden here is going to leave. It's going to disappear. Don't hold on to this forever. Okay? Do not. Don't do it. Don't hold on to it, because you have to realize that this person over here, they were not good for you. They're not good for anyone, really, but they are very good at making people feel like they're good for other people. They make you feel good about yourself until they don't need you anymore, and then you're another villain in their story. I hope all of this is making sense. You can watch the video as many times as you want to make it make sense, or whatever messages you might need to get. And at the end of the deck here is the Nine of Cups, and that is the energy of wishes. I know. I get it. You wish this person would come back. You wish this person would be sparkly and happy, and the person you knew when you first met them. You wish that everything could go back the way it was, and even if you're in this much pain right now and suffering, there's still a piece of you that would probably say, yeah, we can make this work. Sure, you destroyed my whole life and wrecked everything, but maybe a second chance, and that's what you're wishing for deep down, and that's why you're not letting this go, because you keep trying to find reasons why you did this and how they were great and you messed up somehow. And you think if you keep doing that, they'll come back the same person as you knew, but no, that ain't going to happen. The Nine of Cups is here to tell us just be careful what you wish for, because if this person does come back into your life, they will continue to hurt you until there's nothing left. All right? Be careful what you wish for. None of this was your fault. You've been carrying this burden for too long. You have to let it go. And I think you will. You're going to realize that it's okay to start new. It's okay to reset. It's okay to do the thing. It's okay to live again, all right? It's all right. You don't need anybody's permission. But if you need permission, you can have mine. Just get up, dust yourself off, smile, and just take it one day at a time. Start something new. New project, new hobbies. Build something, write something. Make a song. I don't know. Whatever it is you like to do. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody. You know. Got to say that for YouTube. Got to be obvious with YouTube. They don't do sarcasm or implying stuff well. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards now, and that'll be it for the day. You're going to be all right. It just sucks right now. I guarantee it. It sucks, but you're going to get through this. You're going to move forward. You're going to realize that it wasn't your fault. Here we go. Check it out. There's the cards reading for you. If you've made it this far, I thank you all for watching. I hope this message helps somebody. If you think about hitting the subscribe button, you'd hit that, and it's totally free, doesn't cost anything. Helps me out a little bit. I'm close to my 711 subscriber goal. It's a weird goal, but I have reasons. I'll explain them to you maybe when we get there. And yeah, thank you again for making it this far and watching, and have a good day. Talk later. Bye.